Let's talk about a feeling you might be having, maybe one you don't talk about much. The feeling that life's just a little less colorful lately, that your focus is gone, your drive has vanished, and you just feel kind of flat. So, we're going to get into the why. What is actually happening inside your brain that's causing all this?
You know that feeling like nothing really gets you excited anymore? The hobbies and passions you used to love, they're just kind of sitting there. The spark just isn't there.
And what about your focus? Does it feel like it's completely out of your hands? You sit down to do that one important thing, and your mind just wanders off, pulled in a million different directions, everywhere except where you need it to be. And this is the most frustrating part, isn't it? You know exactly what you should be doing. You've got the plan, it's crystal clear in your head, but that little bit of energy to actually get started, it's just gone, nowhere to be found. Okay, if you're nodding along right now, I need you to hear this loud and clear. This is not a personal failure. You are not lazy. You're not undisciplined. What you're feeling is a completely predictable neurological response to the world we live in. It's not a flaw in your character, it's a feature of your brain's wiring. So, what is this thing? Well, it has a name: dopamine overdose. It's this state where your brain's reward system is just so constantly overstimulated that your baseline for what feels good gets pushed higher and higher. And trust me, psychologists are ringing the alarm bells on this, saying it's a state of mind that could be more dangerous to our well-being than a lot of viruses. And if you want to put that into perspective, just think about this. At the rate we're all going, by the time you hit 50, you will have spent 14 full years of your life just scrolling, not living, not building, not connecting with people, just scrolling. 14 years. Just let that sink in for a second. So what is the actual mechanism here? What's really happening? Well, it all boils down to a battle raging inside your brain. A battle between two very different kinds of rewards. First, a super quick refresher, because this is important. Dopamine, right? It's that chemical in your brain that's all about motivation and reward. It's the thing that says, hey, good job, and makes you feel good when you do something. Your brain is hardwired to chase that feeling. But here's the catch. Not all dopamine is the same. Just think of it in two buckets. On one side, you've got premium dopamine. This is the good stuff. It's earned through effort, like when you finish a hard workout or learn a new skill. Then on the other side, you've got cheap dopamine. This stuff is instant, it's easy, it's everywhere. Scrolling social media, eating junk food. One leads to real growth and self-respect. The other, it just leads to a downward spiral of craving more. And this is the absolute key to understanding everything. When your brain is constantly getting hit with that easy, cheap dopamine, the satisfaction you get from actual hard work, it starts to feel dull, it feels flat. Your brain's reward system is so jacked up that real effort just doesn't seem worth it anymore. Why would you struggle for an hour to feel good when you can get a little hit in 2 seconds on your phone? And the result of our brains being rewired for these constant cheap hits, it absolutely demolishes our focus. I mean, you've probably heard this, but a huge study by Microsoft found that the average human attention span has now dropped to just 8 seconds. That's right, it's officially less than that of a goldfish. Okay, so that's the problem, and yeah, it sounds pretty bad. But here's the good news. There is absolutely a way out. So let's shift gears and talk about the solution. We're going to walk through a 5-step escape plan to reset your brain. People call it a dopamine detox. This right here, this is the roadmap back. It's pretty straightforward. We're going to figure out what sets you off, consciously swap those habits for better ones, make the bad habits harder to do, start with small, easy wins, and then build a system that you can actually stick with for the long haul. All right, step 1 is all about awareness. You have to be totally, brutally honest with yourself here. Seriously, grab a pen and paper and write down every single thing that gives you that quick, easy hit of pleasure. Social media, streaming, junk food, whatever it is, these are your triggers. This is the stuff that's hijacking your brain. Next up, we rewire. And this is so important. You don't just stop a bad habit, you have to replace it. So instead of grabbing your phone first thing in the morning, you go for a walk. Instead of another episode, you do a 5-minute workout. You're swapping out the junk food for your brain with activities that generate that premium, long-lasting dopamine, the kind that actually builds you up. Step 3 is all about making the bad stuff harder to do. We call it creating friction. So, put your phone in another room when you need to focus. A really cool trick, set your phone to grayscale mode. It makes it way less appealing, and one study showed it can cut screen time by a lot. Turn off all those useless notifications. These little guardrails make it easier to succeed, and they lead you right into step 4, starting small. Don't try to go a whole week without your phone. That's a recipe for failure. Just start with the first hour of the day. That's it. Build momentum. And once you've got that momentum, you're ready for the last step, building a system that actually lasts. This isn't about becoming some kind of monk who never has fun. It's about being intentional. A great way to think about it is the 80-20 rule. Aim for 80% of your time to be spent on things that move you forward. The other 20%, sure, enjoy some entertainment, but do it mindfully. Schedule it, set a timer. You decide when it starts, and more importantly, when it stops. So, what does it actually feel like on the other side of this? What's the new reality you're creating for yourself? Let's talk about that. I gotta be straight with you. The first few days, maybe even the first week, it's gonna feel incredibly boring. Your brain is gonna scream at you, give me the stimulation. But listen, that feeling of boredom, that is the #1 sign that it's working. That boredom is the sound of your brain starting to heal and reset itself. Because as your brain's reward system comes back down to a normal level, something amazing happens. You start to find real, genuine joy in the little things again. A walk outside, a good conversation with a friend, the satisfaction of finishing a small task. These things will suddenly feel rich and rewarding again. And, ultimately, when you see this through, when you do the hard work of taking back control of your own mind, you get this deep, quiet feeling of self-respect. You'll be able to look yourself in the mirror and hear a voice inside say, proud of you. You did it. Look. That ability to focus, to feel joy, to act on your ambitions, it isn't gone for good. It's just buried under all the noise. It's still in there, waiting for you. So the only real question is, are you ready to go get it?